Peace, everybody. It's your boy. Let's talk. We back with no video. All right, man. So, hold on. Let me get out this way of this car before he hit me. All right. So I just got out of. I just came out of Rite Aid. Got my medicine. Walking my water. I'm on my way back home. As y'all see, it's nighttime now. I want to make this video real fast because. So my homie just hit me up real fast while I was in Rite Aid. I'm gonna call him back when I get in the house. I was like, cause I'm in Rite Aid and I'm trying to make a video before I will go back in the house. And he just reminded me about a video we was talking about. He told me I should make a few weeks ago, and I'm like, man, I ain't gonna do that. But you know what? Fuck it, why not? Let's make this video. So, I want to talk to y'all about why most dudes like to go raw. When it comes to having sex with females, why dudes like to go raw, versus putting on the condom, and why they like to, give them cream pies. That's what they call it, right? Cream pies. Instead of pulling out when they know the consequences of doing such. It could be pregnancies or obviously STDs. So why do guys like to do that instead of the safer choice, which is contraceptives, protection, wearing condoms, whatever you want to call it. Hold on, let me try getting some light real fast. Y'all can sort of see me. All right, now there's a couple of, reasons to that. There's a couple of different points to that, I should say. One, and I think the most main point is because it's natural. I mean, think about it. Contraceptives only been a thing for like the past century or so. Has it not? If it's been more than a century, it couldn't have been no more than 200 centuries. I don't even think it's been 200 years since people have been practicing things of like birth control things. I don't think that was a thing that existed 200 years ago. So this is all technically new. And human beings been around for thousands, tens of thousands and thousands of years. Pretty much no one was pulling out. No one had condoms or birth control pills, none of that stuff. So it's inherently the natural thing to do. When you put on condoms and everything, the corny cliche, it ain't got no feeling, it takes away the feeling. Well, that's real. It do. For the man and the female. Because if y'all want to be real about this, and I'm assuming this reaching adults, not children. But even when you take off a condom, let's say you're having sex with a female and y'all first doing it with the condoms on, because this is how usually it happens. When you try to use a condom, y'all wear it with a condom for a while during the session, and then after a while he'll end up taking it off, she'll end up taking it off, and y'all end up going raw. And as soon as you take it off and slide it back in, not only you start making noises in your face, be like, oh shit, so do she, because she feel the difference from the skin versus skin on plastic or polyester, whatever the hell this is. It's made out of the material, and she want that feeling just as much as you do. Shoot, she want that feeling more than you do, because she want to get off, she want to climax. And unlike most dudes, they get to do it over again in one session. When you got a lot of dudes, they get off one nut and they ready to fall asleep. So, yeah, she won it. So that's why most guys don't like wearing condoms, because it's inherently within our nature not to do so. Like, this is like a whole new thing to us. It's kind of like domesticating dogs. You remember how when human beings first, we can't say remember, but years ago, hundreds of years ago, when human beings first started domesticating wild animals, dogs and everything, it was a new concept. It was strange. It took time for them to be accustomed to being around human beings and want to be known as pets. And you still got a lot of them today who still wild and can't be pets at all. That goes the same thing with guys and sex when it comes to condoms and not wearing condoms. Like, that's what it is. And as far as the consequences, well, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Most times when people in the moment, they're not thinking about that. And that's just the honest truth. When you're in the moment having sex and that shit is feeling real good, especially when you about to bust, or you done bust a few times and you about to go again and that is feeling like heaven, you not thinking about that. Like, and I'm just being honest. I'm being as real as possible I can be with y'all. I don't want to sugarcoat it. I want to keep it funky with y'all. They not thinking, like, because like nowadays anyway, people not really worried about the pregnancy part because you have things such as Plan B, Planned Parenthood, and shoot, you got the left pushing it so much, people and females, they not worrying about it because most girls, they shoot. If I'm being real with y'all, most girls tell you to nut up in them when y'all having sex. You the guy might have full intentions on pulling out, even if you are going raw. But as soon as you be like, I'm about to bust, and she be like, oh, come in me, 9 times out of 10, you ain't coming out. You going right up in there. You know what I mean? Like you going up in there deep, extra deep. You know what I mean? Touching kidneys and rib areas and ovaries. So, yeah, that's what you're doing. And you ain't thinking about that because you know afterwards, shoot, you got up until 3 days to give them that good pill from Rite Aid or CVS or Walgreens, whatever pharmacy of your choice. I can say that clear as day because I'm not exempt. I've done it. You know, now me being an older person, you know, I haven't done that in years. I was doing that, you know, once I broke up with like my 2 older daughters' mother, and I was out in the streets wilding out when I first started losing weight and boxing, and just like I was tripping, I was wilding, and shoot, I was giving out Plan B pills like Candyman. You feel me? I mean, so I can be real with y'all saying that, but that's what it is. And then you think about, all right, well, pregnancy, that's one thing. What about the STD? Now that's the big thing. But it goes for the same thing. When you're in the moment, you're not really thinking about it. You're thinking about it, it's always going to be in the back of your mind when you go out the street. But at the same time, the feeling of that good warmth, wetness, and that nut you about to get, it's overpowering your good common sense. And it's like, man, that's all that. I'll deal with that when I deal with it, if it comes about. Same thing. I'm not exempt. I've done it. And because I've done it so much, like I said, Candyman, that's why I don't do that shit no more. Because like I said, I was wilding, I was tripping. You know what I mean? And the consequence of it is of me constantly having to keep going to the clinic in fear because me wanting to make sure I don't have no STDs. Now, by the grace of God, I can honestly say this, by the grace of God, I've never caught anything in my life when it comes to that. And that's why for years now, for about like 4 or 5 years, I done chilled. And actually, truth be told, like ever since I really started doing like social media, became a content creator, like the last 4.5 years or so, I've been chilling. You know, I've been focusing more on this and bettering myself and doing everything because I was tripping and I was scared. because then you had the counsel. I had seeing counselors. There was I was going to the clinic so damn much to get STD tests to make sure. They trying to refer me to counselors because they like, damn boy, you wilding the hell out. And I went to one session and the lady scared me so damn much. I was like, you know what? Let me chill out. And I ain't do it ever since. And because I stopped, I've been blessed and continue to be blessed. So I smartened up, and I was lucky. I was fortunate to not never catch nothing. But we got a lot of people who aren't lucky as me, and they still doing that same dumb stuff, and they are catching stuff. And you got stuff that you can't get rid of, and that's the consequence of it. So yeah, when you look at it overall, it's really bad. It's really not worth it. And the point of me making this video is to get y'all a game on it because it's real. And I know I'm not the only person in my circle who've done stuff like this. I know a lot of guys out there who raw dogging chicks on the first night, just meeting them in the club, smashing in the club, whatever, doing all that stuff, hitting up smokers. Like, dudes ain't even getting head from smokers. Like, back in the day, it just used to be like, you giving, a smoker giving you head. No, these dudes smashing them. And they hitting it raw. Like, y'all tripping. So, like, yeah, it's not worth it, man. But that's what people do. And that's the reason why guys like to hit it raw and like to come up in them. Because it feels good, and they think with their little head instead of their big head. But at the same time, it's inherently in us, it's inherently natural. So using condoms and contraceptives is technically, virtually a new thing to Homo sapiens, to man, because it's only been around for probably less than a century. But that's the reason why. So it is what it is. It's not an excuse. Y'all still need to be safe out there because it's scary. And I'm glad I choked when I choked because I'm hearing about stuff that's going on now that you don't even want. And I ain't trying to catch none of that stuff. I'm cool. I'm 40 years old. I'm too old to be trying out there catching stuff from people out there now. So y'all need to chill too. But I'm on my block. About to hit in his crib and get this little workout in before I make a couple videos before I take it down for the night. But I'll holler at y'all the next one. Peace.